Hey guys, Jerry back with Theatrically Jerry. I wanted to show you guys one of my favorite tools that I have available. It's an extremely powerful app that you can download for Android or iOS, and it's called AtFull by Blizzard Lighting. If you don't want to drag your light console out or your light controller out, and you just want to mess around with some of your lights, maybe you're wanting to configure them or update them or whatever you're wanting to do to them, I strongly recommend AtFull. And so AtFull is an APK on Android, so you can download it from the App Store on Google Play. And AtFull is basically a light console in your pocket. So what I love about this is, like I said, I don't have to drag my console out. It's actually very easy to use, and there are some very powerful built-in features to AtFull. You do need to purchase Blizzard's Soc It, and that's SOC-IT. And the socket plugs into a 3-pin DMX, and it controls the light fixture wirelessly through your phone. And that's going to go through Wi-Fi, or you can connect to it directly with Bluetooth. So you can do either when you're using it. And this is the main screen here. As you can see, there's very colorful tiles, so it's a very easy to use app. Over here on the left, up in the corner, if you click on it, are your menus. You have home. My last thing I did was my atmospheric, so that's below. Patches and shows, socket recordings, configure, and products. So if you want to patch something, you can go ahead and hit the patch here, and you can see some of the patches I've done. So I've patched an atmosphere fog machine and an atmosphere haze machine on the atmospherics tab. We can go and check out other fixtures that I've done. They're neatly organized. So those were my atmospherics. I have my moving heads, which would be my V-Show S712 Kuans. They're both 29 channel profile light fixtures. This app is very capable of controlling this fixture, even though it has a higher number of channels. And you can simply scroll left and right to see all of your faders. So you have all of your light controls right here, and these are all of your DMX channels available with this light fixture. So I'm able to control whatever I can through DMX with the AtFull app. We also have some PAR LEDs that I have patched. So I have my Mac Aura. I have my 36 LED, so that's my 36 by 1 watt LEDs. I have my 18 by 18 watts also patched. Patching is very simple. You just hit this plus button down here in the bottom right corner, and it's going to bring up your patches. These are all of the lights that are available for patching through Blizzard's AtFull app. I will say they don't have a whole lot of fixtures, not as many as an actual dedicated light console, but you do have a lot, and you can also custom patch your own. So if there isn't one, you can go ahead and create your own patch. As you can see up here in the top, I have verified patches, my fixtures, the ones that I've made, and you can also hit public. So you can go ahead and search, and if you wanted to search for, let's say, Martin, or yes, Martin Lighting right here, you do have options for their light fixtures for patching, and then you would just simply scroll to find what light fixture or atmospheric or any equipment that's DMX controlled you would go ahead and select it, and it would instantly patch to the AtFull app and your socket. So when you hit patch, you're going to get a general info, and that's going to have your custom name, so you can create whatever name you want for the fixture or instrument. You can assign it a unique ID. Link to a network device, you can hit broadcast, or if you hit the down button, you can select your socket. You can actually have several sockets, so you can have several universes of control through this AtFull app. And then of course you can set your starting DMX address. So 1 is the default, and also the universe. 0 is the default. And then you can assign your channels and the amount of light fixtures you have. So the count down here in the bottom left says 1. You can assign 10 and have 10 light fixtures patched instantly, and then you just hit the patch button. It's a pretty simple program. You can also program some pretty basic shows. They're not too advanced. It's actually really easy to program. You can go ahead and select your light fixture. I have the Mac Aura selected, and you can go ahead and start putting colors down by touching a color and bringing it down here. As you can see, now I have a green, so I have 1 second of aqua, 1 second of blue, and 1 second of green. And then you can hit play, and that's going to play in a linear timeline, whatever you decide to program for a show. So it's a pretty basic show programming, but it's not bad for on-the-go DJs and wedding DJs. So it's an actual pretty decent app. Like I said, I don't personally use it for shows, but I do like to use it to troubleshoot and to also test my light fixtures. So it's nice to have something that just works, and it's very simple. Down here in the bottom you have a blackout button, and you can also hit loop, and you can turn the loop on or off for the shows. So I think that's pretty cool. If you purchase their monthly subscription to AtFull, you can actually get playbacks right here. These are Q playbacks. As you can see, it's $3.99 per month or $40 a year, so it's not bad. And when you purchase GoPro, you get built-in effects panels, tap tempo, so your playback BPMs, custom DMX animations, multi-edit fixtures, non-Blizzard RDMs, so you can RDM non-Blizzard light fixtures, and show queue. So this unlocks a lot more powerful options for AtFull, but you don't necessarily need it. I don't use the Pro version. You don't need it for testing your light fixtures, so you don't actually have to purchase a monthly plan, but it is a good deal if you want something a little more advanced. This does run on tablets. A couple of downfalls that I see is that this app will not do landscape mode. So you think with landscape mode you would get more visual, so you'd see a lot more faders for controlling, but unfortunately they do not have landscape mode available for the AtFull app. It's only portrait mode, which is why a large tablet will come in handy, because it's going to show more information. You can go over here to configure, and it's going to show you all of your sockets that are available. Right now I do not have mine on, but you also get a default broadcast. Something that's cool is you can program your socket and tell it to send ArtNet or sACN protocol. So you can tell it to send 2 different protocols. Here's a mini console, and what I love about this mini console is it shows you every single DMX channel in the universe, and it's going to tell you what its value is, so you can actually see what light fixtures are on or off live, and you get this neat little mini console right here. So you can pretty much use it like a full-fledged light controller. So you have your pad here. You can hit 1 through 6 at full, and as you can see up here, channels 1 through 6 are at 255, which is full, and then you can hit the clear button and clear out those values. You also have a locate option. You can locate your socket by hitting that, or you can hit mute. You have an easy animation tool, which is for animating your lights. Consider it like a FX generator, which are on more complicated light controllers. If you hit products, you can see all of Blizzard's products they do offer, and they do offer quite a bit, including lights and equipment and atmospherics. If I hit my products, I can actually see which products I've purchased through them, and the warranty is on there as well as the serial number, so it keeps that all nice and neat in the app as well. Soc It recordings, you can actually record shows, and they will store on Blizzard's Soc It. So you can store your pre-programmed shows onto the Soc It, and then when you plug it in, you can select that show and it will start playing. And you can select how you want to have that playing. You can have it playing through broadcast or very specific sockets that you have installed. So broadcast socket recording, you can hit stop all or play all. You can stop all the recordings, or you can start playing all of them. So that's just another powerful feature that's built into Blizzard's AtFull. You also have a save button here. It will save all of your information, including your patches and shows. It saves them locally as well as online, so you will not lose your patches, your custom patches, your shows, or your light fixtures. So you don't have to worry about losing those as long as you hit the save button. It does autosave on its own, just like a light controller does, but just in case, you can always hit the save button. Right here, you get all of your information on settings, how you want this app to look and control your light fixtures. So you can do show percent instead of DMX values. There's your default network device. Right now mine's offline because my socket is not plugged in. Your home page preferences, you can select version info, developer messages, recent shows, specific shows, recent patches. Atmospherics, you can do recent Q panel or a specific Q panel. And you can show device configuration and product registration. So if there's something you don't want to see on the home page, you can unselect it and it won't show up on there. Your data sync info, you can do hide data sync messages and hide data sync errors. So data sync is going to automatically start, and if you don't want to see the messages and have it run in the background, you could select this and it will hide your data sync messages. There's also offline sync, and if you hit the clear cache and resync, it will resync the AtFull app back to how you had it, just in case you corrupt it or you lose some information, so you don't have to worry about that. Something else that bothered me that AtFull app doesn't have that I would like to see is when I go into my, let's say, moving head fixtures, and I do have more advanced light fixtures like the S712 Kuon by VShow. Some of the channels are actually 16-bit channels, and I don't think they have the option to set 16-bit channels. So as you can see, like I have my pan right here, and then pan fine. So these two should be one slider because they're a 16-bit, and you shouldn't see pan fine. And then there's tilt and tilt fine. Those are also 16-bit. Dimmer fine. Those are also 16-bit, and we don't have the option of patching 16-bit information on the AtFull app. Something that I think is cool is if you have a moving head, you can pan and tilt by selecting this dot and moving it all around this graph. If you don't want to select a dot, you can hit gyroscope mode, and it will use your phone's gyroscope to control your moving head light fixtures. You can also hit reset, and it will go back to the default of 128 and 128 on the X and Y axis. So that's the very basics of the AtFull app by Blizzard. I just kind of wanted to show you guys the outline of this app, and to also tell you what I specifically use it for, which is a tool. I would not use it to run a show with because I don't necessarily trust it for a show, but as a tool, it works great. It has a little clip on the socket, and you can clip it to your belt and carry it around. So if you need to diagnose a specific light fixture, you'll have a tool for that, and the AtFull app is perfect for diagnosing your light fixtures on the go. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like. You can also share it. If stuff like this interests you, go ahead and subscribe to my channel at Theatrically Jerry. I do a lot of reviews on light fixtures for DJs for the stage. I also review a lot of atmospheric equipment, fog machines, haze machines, and a lot of equipment that pertains to DMX 512, ArtNet, and sACN. So again, thank you guys for watching.